What's up, you guys? It is Lita, and I have purple hair, so I look like we're great. But today is an interesting video that I've kind of been dreading making, but I think that you guys would find this experience interesting. This is the story of the time I dated a catfish. To start, I just want to say that all the names in this video are gonna be not their real names to protect their identity. This all started in July of 2015. It was when I was just starting to make all my friends on Facebook. I had somewhere around 3,000 friends. I was adding everybody that would friend request me because that was how I made all my friends online. And one day I got a friend request from this kid, we'll call him Chad. I added Chad, and he messaged me the day after he added me, and he was like, "Hey, I just want to say that you're really beautiful." I was like, "Thank you." From there, we just kind of hit it off. We ended up becoming really close friends, and that was all we were. I had never become so close with somebody so fast. Now, I just want to point out that this kid's Facebook looked legit, and like he had been making this Facebook for at least a month now. He had friends, he had photos up, everything looked fine, everything checked out. I would do little tests on him sometimes, and I had his kick, so I would tell him to send me a picture from his camera or something, and he would always be able to, and it was really weird. Anyways, we were friends, we were really close friends for a while, and I met him right after I had gone through a really rough time with this guy, and I was trying to find myself again, and he helped me a lot through that. I trusted him a lot, and keeping in mind that this kid had listed that he lived only 2 hours away from me, his city 2 hours away from me, and I had hopes that we would meet. We ended up getting together the very last day of August. It was almost too perfect. We got along really well. We acted just like we did before, like best friends, but we were together. I had been going through a really tough time before, like I said. It had become so normal for me to just kind of be sad, and he helped me out of that. I think that's the biggest reason why I stayed for so long. Okay, so we started dating the last day of August, and this kid, we had never Skyped, and he made the excuse that his parents were strict and that they blocked his camera and this and that, and that he wasn't allowed to have Skype. He wasn't even allowed to have Facebook for that matter. He just did because he did. The only way he was communicating with me was through his tablet. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then the first time that he had told me that he was going to come visit me, he said that he was going to be at the rodeo that was close. I was like, "Hey, you should come visit me." He's like, "I'll ask my parents." And so he said that his parents said yes, and he was gonna come. And this was the first week that we were dating. He was like, "Okay, well, we're leaving now. We have to stop at Walmart. We'll be there in a little bit." I was like, okay. This kid says that he got lost trying to find my house. He said to me that he kept getting stuck at Applebee's. The map kept taking him to Applebee's. I was like, okay, well, that's right across the street from my house. So I don't know how you didn't get it in your mind that maybe I lived right there. And I told him, I was like, okay, well, I live right across the street from there. I was sitting outside so that you would see me. I don't understand how you didn't find my house. He described everything that was across the street from my house. I was like, okay, well, you were across the street from my house. That kind of pisses me off because you can find my house, which is the easiest house to find in this entire city. He said that he ended up getting in trouble because he got in an argument with his dad about how he should have had the map ready and this and that. And the weirdest part is that he asked me if that was me in the red jacket, and I was wearing a red jacket that day. It's right here, actually, the jacket that I was wearing. That was me. I cannot believe you didn't just try and stop. So that passes. We're together for a few more months. He's able to send me videos of himself, and I even asked him to send me a picture from his camera, and he asked why. I'll like, because, you know, I don't know if you're a pedophile that's like 45 years old. He's like, okay, I guess that makes sense. And he sent me one from his camera, and on Kik you can see whether it's from the camera or the gallery. For some reason this kid was able to hack into Kik and make it show like the picture had come from the camera. The first red flag that actually stuck there with me was I had a friend that was really skeptical of Chad, and so what he did was he reverse image searched some of his photos, and he said that they came up on a lot of different websites, and I was like, okay, well, that's not good. I got really freaked out and I questioned Chad about it. I was like, you need to tell me who you are right now. I am scared. I don't know who you are. I've shared things with you that I've never shared with anybody else. I need to know who you are. You need to tell me the truth right now. He got super defensive and he was like, how would you feel if I questioned you and this and that? And he said all these things that made me feel really bad because I questioned my boyfriend's existence. So I was like, yeah, no, you're right. I believe you, babe. It's okay. And I was so stupid. How could I have been so stupid? Oh. And so we moved past that. And even though that I knew deep down that he was fake, I decided to just keep going on with the relationship. So that Halloween, he was supposed to come see me, and I had everything planned out, and I was super happy. I was super excited, and Halloween came, and that day he didn't show up. So actually he hadn't talked to me that entire weekend, and so I had no idea what was going on. Oh, and might I mention that before we started dating in August, a few days before we started dating, he was supposed to come meet with me, and he was going to go to this amusement park with me, and that day his sister got into a car accident and went into a coma, and I was like, oh, that's not good. I can't be upset with you because that would be horrible of me. So he used his sister as an excuse a lot. He needed help, a lot of help. So we were dating a few more months, and we were planning on seeing each other for Christmas break. I was like, okay, that's cool. I will go to my cousin's house, which is only 30 minutes away from you, and I can come see you. And he was like, okay, cool. I was like, okay, I'll finally get to meet you. This bitch. He didn't talk to me for that entire 2 weeks. The entire 2 weeks of Christmas break. A few days before Christmas break, I was like, okay, I need to do some investigation of my own. And so I took a few of his pictures and I reverse image searched them. I got all these websites and I clicked on the links and I was just finding dead ends, and I could not find this kid for the life of me. But by some miracle, I found him. It was weird because I was like, those are my boyfriend's pictures. You are a completely different person. Okay, I found his name and I searched him everywhere, and I ended up finding his Instagram, and I messaged him on Instagram and I was like, hey, I think I'm dating somebody who's using your pictures. I thought I should bring it to your attention. I've been dating him for about 6 months now. He was like, I'm sorry that this happened to you. He's probably just trying to manipulate you. I was like, yeah, no shit. And, well, that happened. I accidentally said his fucking name. I confronted Chad. Got in contact with the guy that you are stealing the pictures from. You need to come clean right now. And he said, he was like, I don't know why you keep questioning me. I've sent you pictures from my camera. I've sent you videos with my face in it. And I was like, yeah, but there are pictures that you said that you took that day, and these pictures are on this guy's Instagram for over 2 years now. Okay, I know that you are lying. And he was like, my friends and I are freaking out. I don't know how this happened. I was like, yeah, no shit, you're freaking out. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know why he kept making excuses and why he didn't come clean. For this 2-week period that he was ignoring me, I got in contact with the guy, like I said, that the pictures were being stolen from, and we ended up Skyping because, roll back a little bit, he didn't talk to me more about this. He just said that he was probably trying to manipulate you, he was probably trying to ruin your life, this, that, and I was like, okay, that's unfortunate. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get any more from this guy. And I was like, what are the odds that he can even help me do anything anyways? And one day I got a message from him. He was like, hey, I might die tonight. If I do, I just want you to know that I always loved you, and it always made me sad that we couldn't be together. And I was like, what the fuck? I've never talked to you personally. Okay, I don't know where this is coming from. I think you might have messaged the wrong person. He was like, no, I messaged the right person. I'm sorry that I couldn't make you happier. I'm sorry that we couldn't work out, and this and that. I was like, okay, I stopped talking to my ex just a few days ago, and could this have anything to do with this? He's like, it runs deeper than you think. I was like, what the fuck? We ended up Skyping, and he told me everything. Apparently, the kid that was catfishing me was also catfishing him with my pictures. Okay, this dude was catfishing both of us with each other's picture. The kid that the pictures were of, we'll call him Tyler. That's gonna be his name, is Tyler. Okay, the pictures of Tyler were being used to catfish me, and the pictures of me were being used to catfish Tyler, and this kid was trying to ruin Tyler's life first, and then drag me into it for the fun of it, I guess. He was trying to ruin my life too, because he knew that Tyler cares about people, and I don't understand why I was dragged into it, to be completely honest, but 6 months, I was dating this catfish who I grew really close to, who I trusted with basically my life. And might I mention that this kid was kind of weird, okay? He made it seem like he was telling me things that he'd never told another person, like things that he was into in a sexual way. I mean, I'm not a person who judges. I was like, this is my best friend, who cares, you know? You do you, to each their own. I don't care. I was really supportive of it, actually. Just a really weird experience. The guy, Tyler, and I ended up talking about a whole bunch of things. Apparently, I was this 16-year-old girl who was into smoking pot and stuff like that. And that's obviously not who I am. I'm 14, and I like to think about the future and things like that. And I don't quite know, to be honest. Anyways, so I ended up telling him, I never told him that I actually did talk. I accidentally said Tyler's real name. Ugh. I didn't tell him that I actually did talk to Tyler. I just... Smart, Lita. We just told him that if he was having second thoughts, that maybe we should just take a break, because he was like, I don't know anymore. I'm having second thoughts because I don't know if I'm gay or not, and this and that. I was like, okay, dude, whatever. I was like, okay, well, we could take a break, we could go out in separate ways. I don't want to be in the middle of you questioning yourself. He was like, oh, I'm just confused, I don't want to lose you. Like, okay, well, you need to make a decision, because I'm not going to be in the middle of this. And I was hinting at us breaking up, he's like, okay, well, you can go your own separate way, and I can go mine, and that'll be that. I was like, oh, I didn't get a chance to say anything before he blocked me. 6 months of this kid, and we were dating. 6 months of him planning out this elaborate lie to get information from me to ruin my life. I didn't quite understand why. I still don't quite understand why. But from this, I got to learn a lot, and this person made me grow, and I will be honest, it's made me mature a lot. But now I'm really strict on the whole Skype thing and all that. And I've learned that even when you take precautions, you still need to be careful of what you do. So, whatever you do, if you ever get in an online relationship, you need to Skype them, okay? Make sure that they're real. Make sure they're not some creepy guy. And I do know who this person is now, and I've gotten closure with it, and I'm moved past it, but it's still a really weird story to tell how I dated this guy. And it was funny because my entire family was really involved with it too, and when I stopped talking about him, they were like, what happened with Chad? I was like, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I'm single. Okay. I was like, that's about it. You don't need to know more. I don't want to talk about it. Just move past it. And they're like, Lita, you've been dating this guy for like ever. You can't just say that it's okay. Like, it's fine. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, just leave it alone. That was the story of the stupidest mistake I ever made. So that was the time that I got catfished. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It was an interesting story time. I don't know if you've ever been catfished. You should leave a little story below. I will read it because, you know, I don't get a lot of views at that, and it would be pretty cool to hear your guys' catfish experiences, or somebody not being the person that they say they were, anything like that. Just put it below so that I can read it, and so that I can know your guys' experience, because I know that I'm not the only one who's ever gone through this. So yeah, whatever. You guys should like and subscribe to my channel, because, you know, I am growing my channel, and I would really like you guys to be a part of that, because I'm gonna work really, really hard in the future, and I would love for you guys to be a part of it. And yeah, my Instagram will be in the link below in the description box. And yeah, so subscribe to my channel and like it, and be sure to look for my next video. I'm gonna be uploading a lot more, probably soon when I get my own space, and it'll be easier for me to record stuff. And I'm sorry for any background noise that you guys have heard. I kind of have people that live in my house, because that's what people do, is live in houses. And so yeah, I will see you later, my penguins.